It's come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And Charles, our ball game here featuring a couple of young quarterbacks a lot of people have their eye on. Daniel Jones of the Giants, Josh Allen of the Bills.
Yeah, Brandon, we're starting to see some of the old guard moving on. Guys like Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning. And in their place, there have been some dynamic young guys who have come into the league, not just this year, but in the last 3 or 4 years in particular. They've really changed the quarterback position. And I think both of these guys fit into that category. Youth is being served.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 27, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back. And nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a second down and 6. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Allen now looks to throw. Sideline throw complete to Davis. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Come on, fellas.
After 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On the draw, this is Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more. And down right around the 37. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he stopped immediately there. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Throwing, Jones. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On 2nd and 10, Allen escaping the pressure right. First down, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Doing what he does best with a sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Bills, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now Jones. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now Jones to throw on third down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. First down and much more here for Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bet. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, this is Harris. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Working with a 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
57's the mic. 57. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They hand this off to Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Hines. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead,
touchdown! Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will add on to their lead. We lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to instill the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Adoree Jackson on the return. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He finds his man, that's Sweeney. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They'll look to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Now Jones. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run again with Harris. 2 yards a game there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll get down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now Jones and the Giants down 10-7, a little under 30 seconds remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Jones. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Second and 10. To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.